Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell by the title, today I'll be talking about my hair loss journey, when it started, what I did while my hair was falling out, and where I am now. So I wanted to make this video kind of like a casual talking video, so that's why I'm in a different setup. I'm literally just chilling on my bed. So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out any of my future videos. Without further ado, let's get started. So my hair loss started around January 2020. I noticed I was shedding a little bit more hair in the shower, and my edges were kind of like a little bit thin. So when I started, my hair was super thick. I had just gotten a new haircut, so my hair looked super thick, and I'm just like, bro, like, why are my edges kind of thinning out a little bit? So towards the end of January, I went to see my doctor and I had blood work done, and everything came back fine. My hormones came out fine. She just said I was a little bit anemic, and I'm just like, okay. I take iron supplements, I take vitamins daily, so she just recommended that I would take a higher dosage of iron and take it twice a day instead of once a day. So I started doing everything my doctor recommended, which was literally just take a higher dosage of iron. And February and March came and my shedding increased. I noticed my edges were getting a little bit thinner and thinner, and I was just like, okay, like, I know me taking a higher dosage of vitamins isn't going to like fix things like that. Like, you have to wait a little bit longer. So since I was noticing that my edges were getting thinner during February and March, I focused my oils, my hair growth oils, on my edges, and I would just massage my scalp every morning and every night. I also did research and I found this company called Entity. They have this follicle, I can't speak. They have this follicle stimulant. You guys, it literally did wonders for my edges. I absolutely love their follicle stimulant cream. During this time, I also started using Beta Hair Growth, and I used their 4-product bundle. So the products that I used definitely helped with my hair growth, but not necessarily with my hair loss. April came around, and this is when I was just like, alright, like, what's up? Like, I'm here taking my vitamins, doing what I need to do, and my hair shedding increased. Like, I wash my hair once a week or once every 5 days. I would have hairballs the size of my hand come out of my head. And I was just like, yo, like, there's no way it's just my anemia. Like, first of all, I'm not even that anemic. I drink iron every single day. I do what I need to do. Like, what's good? The amount of hair that I was shedding was honestly traumatizing to me, because I've never gone through something like that. Before my hair started shedding a lot, I would barely shed any hair, and they literally went from one spectrum to another. So during this time, I stopped reviewing products. I stopped making content as much as I used to. I just didn't want to over manipulate my hair and essentially, you know, cause more damage than what was really going on. So I would just leave my hair alone. If anything, I would maybe only take pictures, but other than that, I wouldn't do any videos. I would always leave my hair in a regular wash and go, and you guys know, like, we were on lockdown, so we weren't really going out or anything, so I wasn't over manipulating my hair. I wasn't doing any tight styles or anything like that, so I was just really confused. As my hair started shedding, I noticed that mainly my hairline was getting thin. So I was just like, okay, like, I can work with this. Like, the center of my head was still pretty thick, and so to me, I only noticed that my hairline was being affected. I just still focused on using my hair growth oils, my follicle stimulant, and I was still using Beta Hair Growth. So now we're in June, and I still see a lot of hair shedding. So we are 6 months in. We're 6 months in, and nothing has improved. So I make another appointment with a different dermatologist, and we get another set of blood work done. So I go to him and I get more blood work done. I get my hormones checked again. I get everything checked. So he tells me that I'm not that anemic to the point where I should be losing that much hair. So I was just like, see, like, I know for a fact I'm doing everything right. He then proceeds to tell me that I may have Telogen Effluvium. So Telogen Effluvium is a scalp condition where a number of your hair follicles are pushed to the resting phase due to a stressful experience in your life. He told me that your hair doesn't start to shed after 3 to 4 months that you experience this stressful moment. And I'm over here looking back at my life and I'm just like, well, if my hair loss started back in January, I wasn't really stressed out 3 months before that. Now 3 months from June, that's when we went on lockdown. So I do understand the fact that I might have been a little bit more stressed out because of COVID. Also during May and June, that's when a lot of the shootings were happening. Now I see that me being stressed out because we were on lockdown might have triggered it a little bit more. So I was just like, okay, so what can I do? So he literally told me to let it pass and there was nothing that I could do about it. And I was just like, bro, like what? Let it pass? It's been 6 months and I'm just gonna keep letting it pass? He briefly spoke about Rogaine and how a couple of people use it to combat their hair loss and regrow their hair. So I went ahead and bought Rogaine, and you guys, I don't recommend anyone to use Rogaine, and I'm going to tell you why. So Rogaine is a topical solution that is applied to the scalp that helps to treat hair loss and helps regrow your hair. So one mistake that I did was definitely not doing enough research on Rogaine. And my doctor didn't really go in depth about it either. So I used Rogaine later that month before I knew that for me to keep up with my results, I had to use Rogaine indefinitely, so for life. Once you stop using Rogaine, your hair loss starts again and you lose all of the new growth that you received while using Rogaine in a span of 3 to 4 months. So at this point, I was 3 weeks in of using Rogaine, so I just bought like a 1 month supply and I start experiencing the negative side effects and I was just like, I'm not using this anymore. So one of the negative side effects that I was experiencing was fast heartbeats, like out of nowhere. I would just be chilling in my bed and all of a sudden like my heart would just start racing. Another one was chest pains, and I knew it was the Rogaine because I read the side effects. So after experiencing the negative side effects, to me using Rogaine was not worth it. I started using Rogaine towards the end of June and I stopped mid-July. While using Rogaine, my hair loss was literally non-existent. Every time I would wash my hair, I'd be so happy because barely any hair would fall out. So since I had stopped using Rogaine and I knew that my hair loss was going to come back in a span of 3 to 4 months, I was actively using rice water every wash day. I was making green and fenugreek tea and I was using it as a rinse. Alternating between the rice water. I was also drinking MSM crystals, which is sulfur. I recommend everyone to do research on taking MSM before ingesting anything. MSM helps with your hair growth. I also started drinking collagen and I started using the Curlsmith Density Elixir, and I also started using their scalp stimulating booster. I was also actively making my own hair growth masks. So I was doing a lot, you guys. Like, I was actively trying to get my hair to grow. I was actively trying to get all this new growth to start growing since I knew that I was going to start shedding hair again in a span of 3 to 4 months. So now we're fast forwarding to October, November, and that's when my hair loss comes back. So since I knew that this was a side effect of Rogaine, I wasn't really that worried in a sense because I knew what the reason was. The only thing is that this time around my hair really took a hit. So since I had experienced hair loss for the previous 6 months, my hair wasn't as thick as it used to be. So now that my hair started shedding again, now this is when my hair really got thin. So I tried not to dwell on it too much since I knew that this was going to happen, but at the same time I was obviously sad. So I just kept up with my intensive hair care routine so I could actively grow my hair, promote new hair growth, and as time went on, my hair shedding would stop. During December and January, I start inspecting my hair, my scalp, to see like, oh, if I see anything wrong and if I just should go back to the doctor and things like that. But I noticed I had 6 inches of new growth, that's how much your hair grows in a year, and it was a completely different curl pattern than the rest of my hair. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, how is my hair growing in a different curl pattern? So I'm going to insert a couple of clips over here, like I said earlier, so you guys can see the new growth that was coming in was a tighter texture than what my hair used to be. So also, I was also losing my texture towards my ends. So my ends looked like I had essentially heat damage. But honestly, I don't apply any heat. I don't straighten my hair. I air dry, and if I diffuse on low heat. We're at the beginning of January, so it's been a year, and I go back to my doctor so I could get more blood work done to see if like anything changed. And my anemia was completely gone. I was no longer anemic, and all my hormones were normal. This was just happening because it was just happening. Like, they had no explanation to tell me. So me having all of this new growth being a completely different pattern is what inspired my big chop. I honestly I was just tired of not wearing my hair out. In real life, I would wear my hair in a bun, or I would wear a head wrap. In pictures on Instagram, obviously, like, I would dress up a little bit more. I would put on my long extensions. I wear like ponytails. I would wear wigs. But in real life, you guys, I looked a hot mess. So about a week and a half ago, I went to Rizzo Salon and I got my big chop. Honestly, I initially wanted a pixie, but after my consultation with my stylist, she went ahead and told me that we didn't need to go that low, and I'm glad that we didn't, because I love my new haircut. I went to Erica, so I have this cute little round shape, and I'm honestly in love with it. I still have some of my old hair at the ends. I don't know if you guys can see, but like my ends are a little bit looser than my roots. So once my hair grows out a little bit more, I am gonna go back and cut the rest of my old hair, so it's just of my new curl pattern. So my new curl pattern is like, the texture is super tight. So all of my ends, as you can see, like right here, this is all my old hair. Like, I don't understand how my hair lost its curl. And I honestly have no explanation. So moving forward, I am still doing a very strict hair care regimen. I'm still using my rice water. I'm still doing all of my masks. I started hair steaming every week. If you guys want a separate video of my current wash day routine, leave it in the comments below, and leave down any other video suggestions that you guys want to see. And that's just what happened. I wish I had like a definite answer as to why my hair started falling out a lot and why I went through what I went through. To be completely honest, my hair is still not really back to normal. Like, I don't shed as much hair as I used to, so I do see an improvement, but I still feel like I shed a lot, to be completely honest. I still feel like I shed a lot of hair, but I'm not going to focus on it. I'm tired of, you know, focusing on my hair loss and not wanting to wash my hair because I'm scared to see how much hair I'm losing. I'm just letting my hair be at this point. Like today, I didn't refresh my hair today. I went to the gym, I came back, put on makeup, and I'm filming this video. So this is what my hair looks like after the gym and after me sleeping on it. I do wear a bonnet, so this is literally straight off the bonnet. If you guys have any product recommendations that you guys think that I should use to not necessarily help with hair loss, but to help my hair grow back, any home remedies. I'm really into DIYs, so if you guys know any home remedies, please leave them down in the comments below. If you guys know any product recommendations, leave them down in the comments below. The products that I mentioned will be in the description box as well, so don't forget to check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it somewhat informative or helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to join the family. Leave any video suggestions in the comments below. I love you guys and thank you so much for watching.